Alright then, last but not least, in the number 1 spot, my absolute favorite idea for an Insomniac game would be a Fantastic Four game. We've already had several Fantastic Four teases and hints in the Spider-Man games, so I think, it's about time they do it. If they can do an X-Men character like Wolverine, they can do the Fantastic Four, and I think, with the switching between Miles and Peter in the story mode of Spider-Man 2 could absolutely work for a Fantastic Four game, going between each. It would take a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of, fleshing out the movement and the combat of each member, but imagine how cool that would be. I can't even remember the last time we've had a Fantastic Four game. Even for a movie adaptation, I can't remember when that happened. So I think maybe something like the Fantastic Four Lost in the Negative Zone